Good morning, and today I'm going to be talking about Chapter 3. Chapter 3 talks about the roles of the three parties regarding tax administration. At first is the taxpayer, and that is you. The second is your tax professional, be it an unenrolled preparer, an enrolled agent, a CPA, an attorney, or a self-prepared return. And the third one, of course, is the IRS. So let's talk about you, since that's the easiest. Your role is to pay your fair share of taxes. Now, what does that mean? Well, first, you are to report all your income, no matter where it's derived, legal or illegal. I call that the Al Capone syndrome. We all know that Al Capone was not arrested for his illegal activities, but for tax evasion, because he didn't report his income from those illegal activities. So you have to report your income wherever derived, whether you get a form or not. Example, you work for 50 different people, and they're not required to send you a 1099 unless you make over $600. Well, say you work for those 50 people and you make $500 each. Well, you're not going to get a 1099. So does that mean you're not going to report your income? And you don't know how many people say, I didn't get a form. What do I have to report it for? Well, you do. And the same thing with bank interest. They're not going to send you a form. If you make under $10, you still have to report it. Your expenses have to be legitimate, ordinary, and necessary. Now, what is the role as the preparer? Well, we only can report the information you give to us, but we have to do due diligence, and there's plenty of penalties against tax preparers if we don't do that due diligence. That's why we're supposed to ask a lot of questions. And please don't get mad at your tax professional if they ask all these questions. I get a lot of new clients that come to me and say, well, nobody asked me that before. I said, well, that's the reason why you go to an enrolled agent who happens to be trained in all these things. Same thing with a CPA if they're a tax specialist. The last thing is the IRS. Now, the IRS, everybody thinks, is this big monolith, and they are. They are the world's largest and most aggressive tax collection agency in the world. So their job is to collect tax. They are not your friends. Customer service does not mean customer, you are their customer. Their customer, their client, is the U.S. government. Let me read directly out of the book. Chapter 3 talks about the mission statement, and it says, it is to provide America's taxpayers top quality service by helping them understand and meet their tax responsibilities and enforce the law with integrity and fairness to all. The mission statement describes our role and the public's expectations about how we should perform that role. In the United States Congress, Congress passes tax laws and requires taxpayers to comply. So that is their job. Their job is to enforce the laws, to interpret the laws, and if you disagree, you go to court. So make sure that you understand your role, the role of your professional, and the role of the IRS when you're filing your tax returns.